Hi everyone, it's Anne again. What I've got for you today are these cards which Kerry and I are calling cushion cards, which are great for showing off your stick pins. They're very simple to make, and they're using transfer dyed sheets. This fabric, which is really iridescent, was coloured using our transfer sheets, which if you're not familiar with, there is a previous video about the transfer dye sheets. I'll just move those out of the way and then I can show you how I made them. What I've got here is a card that has been die cut, and you can discard the piece that you cut from the middle and use that for something else. But what you will need to do is to also cut out a piece of this sponge foam, very thin stuff, with the same dye that you cut your hole in your card. Okay, now before you start, do your stamping or whatever you're going to do so you don't get ink on the fabric. So we've already done it to that stage, and now I'm going to show you how to put the cushion bit together. I've chosen a piece of transfer dyed fabric, which is this piece. And what you do is run a line of glue a little distance away from the hole. Don't go too near the hole, because when you push your cushion through, it will take the glue with it if it's too close to the hole. So just a few millimeters away from the hole, run a line of glue like that. I'm using this quick drying glue. And then be sure to get the fabric the right way up. I want the red in this corner, so I'm going to put the fabric in that way down over the hole. Just don't stretch it too tight. And then over the top I place the piece of foam which we cut out with the same dye. And then when you've done that, just run a bead of glue right around the edge of the whole card, like that, and also a little bit around your cut shape. Okay. Then you take a blank piece of card, which is the same cardstock as the main piece, but you just need half the size, just to cover that. You lay that on your work, just tack it down a little bit, and then turn the whole thing over. And then with your finger and your thumb, just press all around the shape to adhere that glue, and as you do that, the cushion part will pop through the opening at the front in your card, and you get this lovely cushion effect. There you go, like that. Now I'm going to let that dry, but when that's dry I can then put stick pins. In this case I'm going to use this brooch, which I think looks nice with that. And you can also, as I say, put your stick pins in. Here's one excuse me, that we've put a brooch in, which could be a gift. It's a lovely idea. Instead of just a card, you can make the whole card into a present. This one is very three-dimensional. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but I've actually used two pieces of foam on that one, so it's really spongy. This is just a little gift card with a charm hanging from a safety pin. Again, these ones are just using Kerry's beautiful stick pins. This one, which I haven't finished, is just to show you that you can use any shape of hole. This Christmas tree was quite an awkward shape, but you can still push the foam through, and because it's spongy, I thought it might be nice to actually stitch some beads dangling off that and make a really nice Christmas card. So that's that. You can also, with this one, I've made a little cushion first by folding the fabric over a piece of card and gluing some lace on, and then you can decorate your card with stamps and then put that on as a complete unit later. These ones are the butterfly that I cut out and put the fabric behind. It's really iridescent. And this was a stained glass window die, which I've done the same thing with. So there's lots of applications and ideas. We also have our transfer die sheets in an A4 size, so it allows you to make an even bigger card. With this one, I've used a big sheet and I've turned it over the card and then glued the whole thing onto the front, decorated it with a die-cut butterfly with a bit of spider lace, cobweb lace behind it, and some bling. And this is one of our Tyvek beads, and there is a video on Tyvek beads too. So I hope you have lots of fun with your cushion cards. Please show us what you do, and don't forget we have sample packs of the transfer dies, which are the size for making small cards, or we can supply larger ones. Just contact Kerry. Thank you very much. I'll be back again soon.